Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get the title for episode Revenant, Slayer Barren. Now, there's a little bit of elephant in the room here, a little asterisk before we start. We have one triumph here, Vengeance Denied. It is not available, to my knowledge, right now to do. I can only have a theory of when it's happening. Today is the week 14th of episode Revenant. This should be coming out on week 15th of Revenant. This is going to be the final 3 weeks of the season or episode. The reason why is because today, week 14, we were able to do the exotic mission Kell's Fall, and this is named Kell's Vengeance. If we are talking about thematically, Kell's Fall is we're defeating Fikru, right? And Vengeance is like getting revenge on somebody, on their behalf, right? So there's going to be a new mode or master version of Contest of Elders to get vengeance against us, basically. So we're going to have to wait. I'll update the comments description when it's available. I'll make a video about it, explain what you need to do. But right now, that is one triumph that's not earnable. But as you could tell, we have the title. What that means is that there are 16 triumphs in total, but you only need 15 in total, right? So you can skip that one or skip the other one, which will take a long time to finish. We'll explain that when it's available, when we're talking about it. But if you want to wait, you could wait for that week 15, or is it already out by now, depending on when you watch the video. But as of right now, I don't have anything for that. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so there's that. Now, before we start, as always, this title will be earnable until the next expansion, which is still codename Frontiers. Don't know what it's named yet. But when that starts, this is going to be gone. All the content will be gone. I would think usually, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. So you have up until I think it's probably like February, not February. It'll be say around summertime when the next expansion will come out. I remember the date. I forgot the date, but around there. Okay, so there's that. Now, before we start again, one thing I'll say is nerfs. Will they nerf this triumph? Usually, to do nerf triumphs near the end of the expansion to give people more time, but since this triumph is 15 out of 16, nerfs would be pretty low chance because you don't need to do some of them or do one of them. You skip one, so the nerf doesn't matter, I guess, at that point. So anyway, so let's get started with the very first triumph. I'll try my best to show stuff, but there's not much to show, and some things are very hard to show. For example, the very first triumph here, we have Risen and Fallen. This one is complete quests for all acts, episode Revenant. So it's just doing the story, act 1, 2, and 3. Of course, you have to go ahead and finish act 1 to do act 2, and then finish act 2 to finish act 3, basically. Now, I don't have a comprehensive list of every single step because I don't remember. It's been a long time. But you could do those acts in one day. It doesn't take that long. The only recent one was act 3. You do the exotic mission at least 3 times on normal, which the exotic mission you can do it under 20 minutes. It's pretty easy to do solo, so and not that bad, to be honest with you. But nothing too complicated with the quests. It should be pretty straightforward. You're mainly doing the new activities, talking to NPCs, and that's it. That's all there is to it, to be honest with you. So I don't worry about it too much. That one should be pretty easy to do. Then we have obtain the Shadestalker armor set. So they should be dropping as normal drops. The only elephant or the only thing that was difficult to get, you weren't able to get the class item in act 1. In act 2, you were able to get the class item by doing a couple runs of the activity, the Tome of Elders. So once act 2 came around, it started to drop. It started to drop in Tome of Elders. So if you did like one run of Tome of Elders or one run of Contest of Elders, you would have a chance to get it. The only other way to get it guaranteed is if you're playing during the season. It is going to be rank number 164. So you could either get to there or play Contest of Elders, Tome of Elders. It might just drop normally now. I don't know, but at that point, that's how it dropped, and it was pretty annoying. But it was fine. It was not a long wait, anyways. So there is that. Right, so there's that one. Then we have Earn Fair Judgment Auto Rifle. So Fair Judgment Auto Rifle, that is going to be a vendor. It's the vendor weapon. So every season, if you get to Legend or Mythic 3, whatever, during the season, you can go ahead and claim the weapon, right? So you'll see, you just play like, if you like Crucible, play Crucible. If you play, if you like Strikes, play Strikes. I'm at Legend already, so there is that. The one thing to note is that if the season ends, you have to go and claim it into the kiosk. So you can still earn it, in the after the season ends or the episode ends. But if you've been playing for the season, you have 3 weeks to get this done. Basically, before that happens. If not, to the kiosk, basically. If you play a lot of the Onslaught, which you'll be playing a lot of Onslaught, progresses the Vanguard one, so you could just play a bunch of Onslaught for Salvation Onslaught. You get Sabala's rep up from there. So you can see the gun would be here, but we have, well, that would be the ornament, obviously. But then over here, if you go to Shaxx, you'll see the gun should be here, unless, yeah, it should be here.
Tell me, you don't fear Vanguard.
So there it is, right here. This is the gun for Judgment. And if, like I said, if after season you don't get it, you go to the kiosk, Exotic Archive, and you're gonna go to Legacy Gear. You should be able to buy it here for, I think, just Glimmer, I guess. Yeah, just Glimmer. So yeah, they made it cheaper. Okay, that's nice. So just Glimmer. And I mean, all these weapons are pretty good. If you don't have them, if you don't know this existed, then well, I'd pick some of these up. I mean, Salvo is pretty good. No Composure is pretty good. You know, some good weapons in here. Chain of Command is pretty good. I recommend some of those weapons. All right, so pick those up, and then you're good to go. Now we're gonna go ahead and head over to the next Triumph here. We have Defender of the Innocent. Purchase and upgrade Defender's Onslaught. So Onslaught, this is the hour-long activity in Act 1. This Triumph should be done passively. It should be pretty easy to do. So as you know, as the activity works, like every wave, every third wave or fourth wave, you're gonna pick up a lot of these upgrades here. Now, people usually just save all their scrap for the last final 10 waves. And I mean, you could do whatever you want. Honestly, you get this done because you're going to be playing this a lot if you decide to do that one Triumph that requires you to do a lot of Onslaught Salvation. But, I mean, the cheapest option to really go for upgrades is just go for the Tripwires. They're the cheapest to get all 3 upgrades for. And then you're good to go. But other than that, just you'll be playing this a lot. So I just recommend to just keep playing. And then you're going to get the progress done. As long as you're focused on buying upgrades and doing that stuff, then it shouldn't be a big issue. It's 150 in total, so there's that. Then we have Defeat Saboteurs and Onslaught Salvation. So every wave, there will be 2 Saboteurs that spawn, no matter what, every single time. But the main thing about this for Saboteurs and Onslaught Salvation is that you have to hit them and kill them. It's not like you just, anybody who kills it in your fire team will progress it. You have to actually hit it, and it will progress. It's 500 in total. Sounds like a lot, but if you're going for this Triumph, it's not a lot. In my total, the amount I have in total is 1,189. As you can see here, if we zoom in here, this is how much we have in total of Saboteurs we've defeated. So there's that. Just make sure to focus them. Like I said, they only spawn every round. There's always 2, usually at the second half of the encounter or wave, and they're pretty weak to kill. So recommend just focus on that. And then we have clearance on number difficulty. I'm assuming this just means a full 50 waves, which takes about, I don't know, 50 to an hour, around there, here and there. So there's one full clear of Onslaught on normal. So you click on this one here. Any of these 3. So Widow's Court, Eventide Ruins, or Kell's Grave. It says 2030. It's not 2030. Don't worry about it that much. They're pretty weak anyways. So there's that. Now, here is the big Triumph. You can either do this Triumph or you can skip this Triumph. this is the one that nobody wants to do, which is Barren Ground. I spent the last weekend in total of the 3 days, I did about 7 to 8 runs. That's about 7 hours of this, because maybe even more than that, probably 8 or something, or 9 or something, of doing this over and over again. Now, the way it works is that every 6th round, so on the 6th wave, so 6th, 16th, 26th, 36th, 46th, there was going to be a Barren Den to go inside, basically. So here is some footage of that. So the very first three Barren Dens, there's going to be 2 Barrens, and then the second last two, 36 and 46, there will be 3. So you can, in total, you can get 12 per run. Now, before you go into the comments and tell me something that I don't know, okay, 12 is the max. In asterisks, yes and no. There is a very rare chance after you beat a boss, this special event pops up, okay? It's called the Heat Wave. It's very rare, because I'll tell you why. It will spawn, and it will spawn like 5 more Barons to kill. But you have like a minute to kill them all. So you have no time to react. If people are not paying attention, don't know what it is, you get an extra 5 or 3 or whatever for doing that extra lightning round. That's the best way to compare it. It's like the lightning round in Dares of Eternity. I don't know if there's a way to trigger it. I don't think there is. Okay, but all I can tell you is that 12 is mainly the max, and why I say that is because, yes, Heatwave exists, but I've killed 250 of these Barons, and I've only had 1 Heatwave to appear for me, okay? And how many is 250? I would say the math, if you do 12 divided by 250, I don't have the actual math for this, but it's like almost 24 runs, okay? It also depends. If you join one in progress, you might have, might lose some extra here and there, or you might lose at like wave 40 and then you have to redo it all, right? So there is that. From my understanding, expert doesn't do times 2 progress. It is straight up just the same, so there's no point doing expert, I'm pretty sure. So normal is the fastest way to do it. When you're going fast is when you look at the time on the bottom right here, and you compare it to the waves. If your minutes are close to your waves, it means you're being pretty efficient. There is a way to be very fast in this, to be matched up with the time. You can be at 38 minutes and be wave 37. That's pretty good, right? You can do this pretty fast. Now, I'll give some tips here on how to do this fast. Basically, you want to be the guy, not that all the work, but you would hope your randoms you're playing with or your team is also pretty competent. I mean, not everybody's gonna be grinding super hard, like if you want to get this one done as fast as possible. But you want to bring in the weapons to kill things fast. Add clear, very fast. Use your heavy as much as you can. Don't save your heavy. You'll get a lot of chances when you do, when you finish challenges, when you finish the extra challenges, you get some extra heavy boxes and stuff. And frankly, using an auto rifle, using a scout rifle to kill things is not that good. Use your energy weapons, use your heavy ammo. You will always get a rally banner before the boss. Use your super, because no matter what, before the boss wave, you're going to get your super back no matter what, because there's a rally banner right there. So use your ammo before wave 30, wave 20, whatever. Just use it all, Be as fast as you possible. Remember to, deal with champions every wave that has yellow bars. Every wave that has yellow bars within it, it will have a champion at the end. So just prepare yourself for that. And one thing about this is, there's 2 enemy types. There is Scorn and Cabal. Obviously, the favor type is going to be Scorn, due to a lot of factors. And you can see also the fastest map would be Eventide Ruins, in my opinion. A lot of things blocking your line of sight. It's dark. My eyes are not burning from the lights, and it's just easier to control and hard to lose. I'll be honest with you. So there is that. All right. So there's probably more tips I have. I'm just so tired from talking. But the gist of it is, you'll probably just learn the most optimal stuff eventually after the 15th run or 10th run. And Bungie did it on purpose because like when you get to the tier 3 of it, it's 135 or something like that, and then the last step is 240. If you do the math correctly, it's like 10 runs basically to get to 240 from there. It's all pre-planned. They know the numbers. Okay, are they gonna nerf this? Probably not gonna nerf this because you don't need to do this anymore, or do it to be honest with you. So, I mean, the other way to speed this up is if you kill the boss, melt the boss fast enough. Melt the boss as fast as possible, and you'll speed up the game. This activity much faster if people are actually doing and killing the boss as fast as possible. If that's not happening, then if it's slow, then it's gonna be slow. The only two places to speed up your time is the boss phase and the dens. If everybody's doing the den correctly by going to different spots and killing the Revenant Barons and killing the totems as fast as possible, you don't know how many times where people just don't even follow the totems when they die and they spawn, or people are too scared to go and fight or deal with the Grims. Just look, I don't want to force you how to play this game, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, you can't force people to play how you play, and it's up to you to speed it up. Sadly, unless you have a full team, if you want to go fast, it's up to your skill level and up to you. If you want to play casually, you can, but this will take a very long time. If the runs are an hour long each, you could space it out and do 1 per day or 2 per day. Up to you. I did it and I rushed through it to get this done today, so I get this title today. Anyways, enough of that yap fest. Hopefully something was learnt there. I don't know what I said. I already forgot. So there we go. There we have defeat unique bosses to Tome Elders. There is always 4. These are the 4 you'll always fight no matter what. As long as if you do a full wave of Contest of Elders, you're going to fight all 4 of those bosses no matter what. If you do the normal 10 waves, then it's random. So it's up to you. I mean, I reckon Tome of Elders is pretty easy to do, or Contest of Elders is pretty easy to do. But no matter what, if you start from the very beginning of this Contest of Elders, then you will get all the bosses done. If you do Tome of Elders, you'll do random boss. So up to you, but it should be easy anyways. It's like 20-30 minutes to do 1 run. It's very fast and easy to do. For me, it's easy. I don't know. Anyways, after that, we have, like I said, the one we can't talk about right today is Vengeance Denied. We'll see week 15. We'll come back. I'll have a video probably explaining what to do and showing it, or stream it, whatever, and we will go over what you need to do for Vengeance Denied. It won't be a thing right now in this video, but it will be updated soon. Then we have complete laps in Tome of Elders. I don't know how many laps this is. It is 50 laps in total. It sounds like a lot. 50 laps in total. All I could tell you is that it is. It sounds like a lot. You can, if you do a 4-round Contest Elders, it's like 10. Is it 10 laps, or is it? No, I think it's 4 or 5 laps per. So Contest Elders 10 times. Not bad. It's good. It's a good grind. Some good stuff you get from it. So that's whatever. It's just, I'm just gonna play. It's shorter than this one by far, but it's still pretty long, I guess you could say. We have Kellmaker. This is brand new. We got this. Well, this is for Act 3, so make sure you unlock this in Act 3. As soon as you finish Act 2, you start doing Act 3 quests. And in Step 3, you finish Kell's fall. I'm not going to go ahead and just sit here and explain the mission. Honestly, you can beat the mission under 20 minutes by yourself. Super easy to do. Once you figure it out, health is not scaled to anything. Everything's pretty weak in there. But yeah, Kell's Fault, very good, very easy. So I don't know what to say for it. It just, honestly, when it comes to exotic missions, do it. Go in it blind. It's better to play exotic missions blind. Don't worry about the secret stuff yet. Do it after. If expert best I could tell you is go and do LFG. So the best way to do that is head to your map here. Don't worry about it too much. People are very nice usually, and don't talk. I don't talk at all. I've done it at least 3 times on expert already. Once solo, which don't do that, and twice on expert. And people is very smooth. As long as you did it once on normal and you understand where you need to go, just make sure you bring in some champion mods, overload and unstoppable, and you'll make it very, 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 very smooth the gameplay. Okay, so go ahead and do that. So you're gonna head to last city, Kell's Fall, expert, and then click on find and search. You'll find people. If people are not much people playing, sadly the truth is not much people are doing this, but I think everybody's on the app, which is more specific. People are trying to do the catalyst stuff because it's much easier to collaborate with that app instead of the in-game LFG, I would assume. But anyway, so there's that. What else we have next? We have all the catalysts. I'll have a video linked for that. I made a video showing everything. I cannot just put it in this video because it'll take too long. I have a video already, 20-minute long video, so just watch the video. I show every location, and the main gist of it, you have to at least do it 3 times the mission, and then all of it's going to be an expert basically. So there is that. All right, next up we have is Modern Major General. So Ido has these quests here at the vendor. Now look, depending on when you play this game, if you played it during Act 3, you already have this done, or Act 2, or Act 1, you already have this done already because time gating. But if you're playing now, just starting now, or starting late in the acts, to unlock major fieldworks, you have to go ahead and unlock tonics, or unlock tonics to unlock the major fieldworks. So how that works, basically, you're probably going to only have a couple of tonics here and there, and the way to unlock recipes or tonics is you're going to go ahead and head to the crafting thing. I don't know, what is it called, the tonic table, and every time you craft, let's say these question marks here, if I craft this 3 times or 5 times, it'll unlock a purple. If I craft 4 times, I craft a purple. I get a purple formula, right? If I craft this 5 times, whatever the potential rewards are there, so let's say 5 times, I get the Stalker blue tonic. If I do another 5 times, I get the Kell's Fall Weapon tonic, the blue one. And if I do another 5 times on the green one, I'll get the Vintage Kell Fall Weapon, the blue one, right? And then if you want to get more, like I said, you can do this 4 times, get the purple one. And you do that multiple times for weapons. I would say mostly Vintage is 3, and then there's 4 for the activity. So you would just do that for all these ones here. Same thing with the volatile ones. Do the green one. Do this 5 times for the blue one, and then 4 times for the purple one. And then that's how you unlock the formulas or tonics. And you head to Ido, and you want to go ahead and head to the fieldwork. Act 1, you pick up 2 minor fieldworks, and 2 minor fieldworks equals 1 major fieldwork. So you do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and once you do 3 of them, that's it. You're done. 3 is the magic number, and there's 10 in total. So you'll have a lot of chances to get this done, and they're very easy to do. All you do is follow the steps that's located on the thing. They're not that complicated, so I wouldn't worry. But if you need help, there's probably videos up there that will help you in finding those. Hopefully Ido doesn't talk to me, because I don't want to hear it talk, because it's gonna mess me up. Here we have craft under tonics. This is going to be done passively. I don't know if it shows me how much I've crafted in total already. Here we go. I've crafted, after playing this game, 342 tonics in total, out of the 100. So you're doing a lot anyways, and because the reason why you do a lot is because, like I said already, for the major fieldworks, you have to unlock recipes, and you have to craft tonics in order to unlock the recipes. So no matter what, you're going to get this done passively, no matter what. Then lastly, we have Cordial Collector. This one here, complete any tonic collection. I mean, this one's the same as other one. I'm assuming collection is like these squares here. So as long as you finish a full set here, you're done. So focus, the easiest one, which is probably armor, is the easiest one to finish. So get the blue one and then just get the rest here. Okay. Now I'm not gonna go into super detail of everything, like all the recipes, all that. That's not needed, I don't think. To finish a title, it would help obviously, but the title in terms of that is very basic. If there is an explanation on how to earn stuff and do stuff, I will have a video soon explaining some stuff later, because I will have to do a one last thing for this godforsaken this episode. So I will grind that now, but I will have this video posted, and I'll come back next week, if next week, for the Vengeance title or Triumph, if you don't want to do the 250 Barren kills.